The Michigan State Spartans just found their answer, and it slapped them right in the face. It's pretty darn obvious. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron with my buddy Paul. We are the Big Ten guys on the daily, pushing out Big Ten news, rumors, analysis, whatever the heck it might be, even talking about gosh-awful programs. We're going to talk about it right here. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and hit the like button because, granted, when you hit rock bottom, the only way back is up. The only direction is up. Whatever. I don't know. It's been a while since Michigan State has been this bad. As you can tell, we talk Big Ten on the daily. I'm personally a Michigan State fan. It has been rough. Basketball season, it couldn't have came any quicker. So that's been great. That's always just awesome. But football, it's been just devastating and rough. And honestly, I'm just numb to it now. It's what I expect. 8 in a row, no surprise. Michigan State absolutely losing a frustrating game to the Iowa Hawkeyes in Iowa City against a good Iowa team. Let's be honest with ourselves. This is a team that, honestly, if they go out there and they beat USC, they played a close game against Indiana as well, probably the closest game against Indiana. This team, if they even had somewhat of a competent offense, could have made a push at the playoff. And I don't think that's unrealistic to say. But Michigan State held their own in this game, and in all reality, should have won this game. And let's say it how it is. Let's call it out. Jonathan Smith even saying himself, listen, ultimately, just in true transparency, it turned into my decision making late in the game. Same thing, 4th down, about the similar region, feeling the same way our defense had played and all of that, to punt the ball and to play into overtime. Have mercy, son. You should have known better. You should have seen the writing on the wall. You should have known the luck that Michigan State has had all year, all season. As a fan, for goodness sakes, I'm a high school PE teacher, and I felt it coming. I just felt it down in my bones. I knew it was going to happen. I was not surprised. I laughed when they made the field goal, and it was, honestly, it was pretty sad. It was pretty sad, pretty pathetic. So when it comes down to it, the answer's simple, ladies and gentlemen. Michigan State needs to buy out Jonathan Smith. I think they tried the experiment. Haller, he's gone. This is not Jay Bat's guy. This is not Michigan State's guy. This guy. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm not saying he's doesn't connect with his players. I'm not saying that. On the sidelines, it just seems like there is just incompetence. What's going on? It's not good. And granted, if he stays, the big thing is going to be, well, we're going to put money behind him. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Okay, really. And the other question then becomes too, okay, well, who are they going to get? I'm going to tell you this. I'm sure you can find a younger coach out there, maybe even with no head coaching experience, that could do better than this. I truly do. Really do. And it makes you think, his time at Oregon State, was it just the stars aligned perfectly for him? Because offensively, this Michigan State team, it's not like they don't have some talent. They do have some talent, for sure. And you hope that they can hold on to it regardless what happens to Jonathan Smith. But I think the big answer for any Michigan State fan, for anyone who's watched any Michigan State games, is Jonathan Smith is not the answer. I had a lot of people tell me, listen, I try to talk me off the ledge and saying, no, he's fine. It's going to be all right. They're going to figure it out. No, I don't think they are. For any new coach, the trend when you come into a new program is up. When you lift weights, there's the term called progressive overload. As I'm lifting weights over time, I need to up the weights. The weights got to get heavier. If I'm a coach, over time, I need to be winning more games. It's that simple. And sure, if they went 5-7 again this year, or even 6-6, my floor for them this year, I was like, they're 6-6, they're going to a bowl game for sure. No, not even that. They're not even going to the Motor City Bowl, guys and gals. Not even going to the Motor City Bowl. Marinate in that one for a minute. Insane. And so when it comes down to it, I don't care who they have to go get, but I believe Jay Bat. I believe in his leadership and what he can do. Jonathan Smith was not his hire. The guy who hired him is gone, counting his money somewhere else. And so I don't care if Jonathan Smith is, you got to give him all the tea in China to leave. But I just don't think this guy is the answer. And I think that shows. I think that's blatant to every single Michigan State fan. And I think Michigan State fans, quite frankly, deserve better. It's almost an embarrassment. And again, they're probably going to get ran out of Ford Field next week. And that's even more frustrating because they mess up all high school state final games. So it's rough. It's rough. I also saw someone say, this might be the first 10-point comeback in the fourth quarter for Iowa since the Ford administration, which is crazy. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if I can chat GPT that. If you can and look it up, but have mercy. As you can tell, my ADHD is kicking in. This is how mad I am. Is you had the game. Double-digit lead into the fourth. Ladies and gentlemen, when anyone bets on sports, there's one thing they want to do, and it's simple. They want to catch that W. They want to win. They want to take home the cold, hard cash. It's simple. And what if I told you there was an easier, smarter way to do it? Well, that is why my buddy and I teamed up with BetQL. BetQL helps you bet smarter by showing which bets have the best odds, hottest trends, and community-backed insights, all updated in real time. Those real-time updates can be across anything, including Big Ten games. And on top of that, what's really nice is it's easy to use. Just check the app before placing a bet to see where the smart money is going. It's not hard at all. So all you have to do to get in on this and not guess anymore on picks and do it the smarter way with BetQL is mention code GETBET5 for 15% off any purchase. Again, GetBet5 for 15% off. Download BetQL today and start betting smarter. Double-digit lead into the fourth. And you absolutely just sell it. Just let it slip through your fingers. And the whole time, I don't think there was a single Michigan State fan that didn't see the writing on the wall. I really don't. And I wanted them to win. I did, obviously. And even though I'm not huge, as you can tell, on Jonathan Smith, I'm just kind of done defending everything. I'm done with it. And so I think Michigan State is going to have some tough conversations. I would not be surprised if they're going to fire him. I think it's going to be within this week. I don't think they're waiting until Maryland. I really don't. Why would you? If they know that's what they're going to do, that's what they're going to do. They need to pull the trigger, and they need to do it now. Again, you might say, well, Aaron, shut up. What are they going to do? Who are they going to hire? I don't know. As I said, I bet you they find anyone else better. I don't really want Brian Kelly. Don't care about Brian Kelly. They could have had an opportunity with James Franklin, and I think James Franklin would have taken them over Virginia Tech. I really do. And I think James Franklin had a chip on his shoulder and wants to come and prove a ton of people wrong. And I would not be surprised if James Franklin and the Virginia Tech Hokies win the ACC within the next 3 years. I wouldn't. Granted, the ACC, 1 minute they're like, oh, Bill Belichick's there. They're good. And UNC is trash. Oh, Florida State's back. No, they're trash. Oh, Miami's back. No, they're trash. Oh, Clemson, Dabo, they're back. No, they're trash. So I think he has a ton of potential there. But that could have been Michigan State. I don't care. Listen, you want to win 10 games a year, and that's what you're frustrated about, is that you're not winning. Granted, he had a rough record against big wins or big time games, highly ranked teams. But have mercy, guys and gals, it's better than this, much better than this. So I don't know who that would be. I don't know what that would look like. We talking Memphis's coach. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Georgia Tech. Down in Georgia Tech, they just got whooped on by Pitt. Shoot, Pat Narduzzi. Pat Narduzzi would come and do a 100 times better job. Shoot, why not Pat Narduzzi? Man, Max Bulla, a lot of people thrown that name on there. He has literally only experience as a positional coach. Man, probably do better. What do you think? Honestly, probably would recruit better too. My dream is Brian Hartline. Brian Hartline out of Ohio State, I think that would be a home run. One of the best, if not best, recruiters in college football. They'd throw money behind him, but that's not going to happen. He's not leaving. He's not leaving unless it's a big-time job, not Michigan State. But comment below. Tell me what you think. What are your thoughts, Jonathan Smith? I think the answer is obvious that they need to fire him. What is your thoughts? Would love to hear from you. Honestly, this is videos more for me just venting because it's super frustrating. So comment below. Tell me what you think. I think this week at some point, either today, if not tomorrow, he's gone. If not, we got to deal with him for another year and see if the buyout gets cheaper. But who the heck knows? I think it's failed. I think the experiment's failed. I think J-Bat needs to go get his own guy. They need to figure something out. And thank goodness we have basketball. But comment below. Tell me what you think about the whole situation. Maybe a coach candidate you would love to see. I don't care. I'll take anyone. Tony Anise from Ferris State. I'd take him. Shoot, I'd take a lot of high school coaches right now. Comment below. Let me hear from you. We'll talk later. Peace.